Hello, how are you? It's me, Deep Space Nectar. I appreciate you for coming back, and if you're new, welcome. Tap in, check me out. If you catch a vibe, show me some love, like and subscribe. So let's get right into it. I'm here to do the daily Astro weather for today, July 24th, 2022. So let's get right into it. Today's a quiet day in the sky. There are no major or changing aspects, so enjoy the day. I do want to mention about Chiron retrograde. Chiron station retrograde sometime earlier this week. I think it was July 19th. I can't remember. But in any event, this transit can be often overlooked, and personally I find working with the energy of Chiron to be extremely powerful. And when it's wielded correctly, this can really produce amazing results. And the purpose really is to allow us to use the very thing that was meant to tear us down and break us apart to being what resurrects us and breathes new life into us and those around us, okay? Chiron, the wounded healer, teaches us that through healing this within ourselves, we can become powerful conduits to heal others. Leading by example really comes to mind with Chiron and working with Chiron, okay? The wound is where the light wants to enter the most. And when a planet turns retrograde, all that word simply means is that the energy becomes internalized, okay? And yes, it does go back, it backtracks through degrees, but really what happens is the energy becomes internalized, and words beginning with re, like re-energize, review, rework, whatever other re-words you can think of, honestly. All those can be applied to retrogrades, okay? Retrogrades in the natal chart are exactly that as well. They internalize the energy, okay? So, for example, if you have Mars retrograde, the energy of Mars, such as action, willpower, drive, sex drive, energy, passion, enthusiasm, and ambition, all of these qualities tend to turn inwards, okay? Particularly with Mars retrograde, a lot of anger can become internalized as well, okay? Resulting in passive aggression and in some physical manifestations, stomach issues, okay? So those with Mars retrograde tend to have a slow burning energy, and that's really what retrogrades do. They're slow burning energies. They're really, it's a time really to really slow down and review, right? It's a time to go within and kind of look over things, okay? It's like another opportunity at something, if you want to look at it that way. Everything is energy, and knowing what you're working with is a powerful way of dealing with it, okay? So let's look at Chiron retrograde. Chiron is currently in Aries, the sign of the warrior, okay? This retrograde lasts until December, I believe around the 23rd. These wounds that we tend to hide and prefer to keep them hidden are more readily brought to our awareness and to the surface. All that emotional pain is really brought to the surface for examination. This is a great time to find new ways of healing, okay? Or review the ways of healing that you've been doing and see what works, what doesn't work, what you can do more of, what you should eliminate. You get what I'm saying. Chiron being in Aries, this to me says self-healing is the wave, okay? In the healing of the individual. Aries is the kickstarter, the first in line. So trying to find ways of healing yourself can be extremely beneficial during this time. We may be more prone to wanting to heal ourselves, take more action, and not really want to kind of do healing more so in a group setting. It's more kind of just to yourself, all right? You may find that there's more energy available for that, okay? So it's really time to face our wounds. It's time to face our traumas, okay? Issues and wounds surrounding masculinity, specifically wounded or the weak masculinity, pain, anger, aggression, sexuality, our sexual needs, leadership, assertion, everything that Aries is about, okay? All these themes are up for review. What does taking on the role of a leader even mean? How comfortable with this are we? From being a leader of a large group to being the leader in our own life, okay? Are we assertive in tackling our goals, or do we shy away from mustering that energy within and going after them? Who are we sexually? What are our sexual needs, okay? What are our sexual preferences, our sexual desires? Do we have any sexual wounds, right? It's a great time to examine those. Are we comfortable with that version of ourselves? Or does some of this need to be addressed? Okay, how do we handle aggression, and what levels of aggression within us are merely displays or calls for help due to experiencing lack of control? Okay, these are great questions to ponder on. It can be traumatizing in its own self working with Chiron, because it's like we're ripping that band-aid off and really deeply cleansing that wound, okay? But pain is a useful tool for expansion and for growth. Through pain, we can undoubtedly find strength, and that is exactly what Chiron retrograde is calling for us to do during these next several months. Chiron wants us to dig deep and assess the issues, because on the other side of pain is power, revitalization, and renewal. Okay, so use the Martian energy of Aries, especially to find success here. I feel like too, with the fixed fire energy of Leo season that we're currently in, okay, we can really apply the pressure here, okay? So be mindful of your own limits, but I do feel like we can experience change and growth as early as this season, really, if we do apply that pressure, as long as we're willing and desiring to be consistent with it, okay? So apply that pressure, but consistency is key. So let's pull an oracle card here and see what advice the divine wants us to take in. Okay, so July 24th, 2022. This is a shorty today. July 24th, 2022. Chiron retrograde. July 24th, 2022. All this morning I kept thinking it was 2023, which is very trippy. I kept saying to myself, oh, it's July 24th, 2023. I'm like, wait a second, that's not right. Chiron retrograde, July 24th, 2022. July 24th, 2022. Okay, universe, divine, what do you want us to know here, please? July 24th, 2022, Chiron retrograde. Chiron retrograde, please. July 24th, 2022. July 24th, 2022. Okay. Okay, we have divine feminine. Okay, the frequency of divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Okay, so perhaps there's wounds during Chiron retrograde that come up related to that feminine side, right? And I feel like with this divine feminine card, it's asking us to really open up, okay? To really open up emotionally and to really tap into that softer side of us and to allow it to express itself, right? So we really can, deeply go into healing. All right, so I hope you enjoyed today's astro weather. Again, a rather quiet day in the sky, not too much going on. I'm really glad I decided to mention Chiron retrograde. I feel like it's a really great opportunity for us to really dive deep into our healing, okay? We can really use this energy to make a lot of progress, you know, and really really kind of change things emotionally and regarding any wounds that we do have, okay? So be mindful of wounds that do come up to the surface, because, you know, they definitely are. Everything's kind of being dredged up. And again, it's just an opportunity for us to be softer, right? To really lean in and be receptive to the healing that is available to us, okay? With Chiron, to me, it's like we actually have so much power as individuals, right? It's just merely hidden within these like chambers, and it's up to us to go on that adventure and find those keys to unlock these gifts of healing, all right? Come December, we can truly emerge into different versions of ourselves if we are willing to put in the work and are up for the task. I think we will even be surprised with what capabilities we have that are laying dormant, just waiting for our activation, okay? I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you next time. Much love and life to you.